Hello, hello. Mhm. So, obviously, there's some things I don't like about the car at the moment. And one of them is that the wheels are they are too far in. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, I mean, the rear wheels are okay-ish, although we have to make this piece of the fender better. It needs to be more rounded. But the fronts are where I'm worried. See, the front wheels look like they are. I mean, they don't look like they are. Uh, they are like one stud inside of this instead of, well, half a stud like the rear. I guess the real car has it indented a little bit, but not this much. So I'm kind of confused at what to do, to be honest. I I don't know what to do. One option would be to widen the track, which I absolutely don't want to do. It's gonna be too wide, and we would need to widen it half a stud, which would create too many problems. Um, the other solution is to find a different way to make the fender uh, so that the fender would be, well, a little more inwards. If you get what I mean. Um, so before we continue here to the front, we should do something about it because let's be honest, this looks ghastly. Not the color, but the fact that the wheel looks so in. It's too far inwards. It's too far inwards. Yeah. Hmm. There's no easy solutions that I see, to be honest. Um, I've looked at Sierra blueprints from above, and the car actually is very square. I mean, the whole blueprint of the car, the footprint is pretty square. So it doesn't, it doesn't go in the front and the rear as much as I would like. It does go a little bit, but with Lego, it's not enough that we could omit this inwards angling entirely. So, what to do here? I think at this point, the smartest thing that we could do is basically skip the fenders for now and do the front bumper first, so that we have a bumper that looks cool, and then we can see if we can mold the fenders to kind of go with it, you know and so basically we would do the front bumper and the hood first, and then we can see how to adjust the fenders to it. I think this would be the better approach. So let's see. And I think when we do the bumper and the lights, of course, we are probably gonna have to adjust the height of this. I think this is gonna come down at least a stud, because the hood is gonna basically hit this. I think it's gonna go a little bit below that, but we'll see. We'll see. For the headlights, let's see if I have a few parts. So, let's look at the old parts box. Because I do remember I had those. Looks like I don't have them anymore. They were like frames for windows, but as tall as a door. Something like this, but a little bit bigger. I had enough of them. I just don't know where they went. This is not the right one. This is a very vintage part, by the way. This is very vintage. But that's basically the only... oh, nice. That's basically the only box of vintage stuff that I have left. Everything else is Technic. And probably I probably gave some parts away. Basic stuff like, I don't know, like these. Just I don't know, keep digging a little more, and then we'll have to find a substitute, like this guy. And if we put two together, I think it would be as tall as that one would have been. Guess or not? No, that door frame I think was as tall as this. I did not have that set, by the way. I don't know where I got this. Nope. Oh. Nice one. Okay. Nope, I don't have those parts. I don't. So I have to substitute them, I guess, with doors. Or the closest to the real size of those. Or are they? How tall is this? These are like 6 studs tall. No, 5 studs tall. Okay, but ideally we would need 6 studs for 2 round headlights in it. What did, let me see, what did Christian use? Let's see. What did Christian use? Okay. I don't recognize this part. So yeah, let's omit this and go with the bumper first. So no headlights, the bumper first, and let's see where it leads us. Okay. So let me take this off. The bumper. Where are my measurements? Okay, so the bumper needs to be in the same height as the rear one. Okay. And let's see how far away from the center of the front wheel. 233 pixels is 233 divided by 16.8, so 13.8 studs. Let's make it 14. So let's make the first dimension. So we need to be, with the front bumper, we need to be 14 studs away from the center of the wheel, which is quite a lot. Quite a lot. Let's see. It's legit. Okay. Let me just adjust it. Right. So 14 studs. 14 studs. Okay. Where does this leave us? Stay here. Okay. So 3 more studs from where we are now. It's the maximum. Okay. Good. So our car will be 3 studs longer than it is already. So 3 more studs. Of course, we are leaving these as they are, and we are going to make well, a mount for the front bumper. My friend Timmy has a Sierra, which he uses as a winter car in Finland, and he has removable bumper, basically. So he has several bumpers which he can swap when they get damaged when he hits something. So, you know. Hey, Leon, did you get the switches? Okay, so 3 more studs, and I'm going to see how to do it. Need to find some Sierra pictures on the internet. On the internet we do have the stream folder on Dropbox. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. There it is. Okay, let's see. goes very slightly inwards, but more or less it's flat. Okay. More or less it's flat. Right. So if we use these, it's gonna be too flat, actually. If we use this, we get the angle here is gonna be way too much. We need like this much. I would not do this with bionicle parts, to be honest, on the Land Rover. Uh, there would be there. It's the ball joints themselves take up too much space, and you would have to sand down all of them, and it's not really worth it. You're not getting anything out of it. You can make a good 5-link multi-link suspension with normal Lego stuff. So basically, I would use steering links for most of the suspension arms, except for the suspension arm with the spring. That I would use, a combination of other stuff, but the rest I would use steering links if possible. So the other option would be this, which is also not good. So what are we gonna do? Let me take a look. One more look at. It's difficult to say. I mean, for all intents and purposes, we're gonna make it square, because I don't really see the reason to overcomplicate it. See, this is the picture of a Sierra, and this here is the picture of the Sierra from the top. So the angle of the bumper is so small that we are not gonna bother with it, I think. But what we are going to do is do exactly what Christian did. So we are going to use these in a few areas here, because I don't want this edge here to be like square. I mean, that would look weird. That would look weird and ugly. So we're gonna make it like this, and then whatever it is. And of course, this guy is gonna be the bumper. It's gonna be in line with the wheel. Yeah, that's how we're gonna do it. So mock-up time. Mock-up time, we need to just have a basic shape that we are then going to populate with stuff. So we need blinkers, we need air inlets, all of that. And since we know which height the rear has, the front bumper needs to be in the very same height as the rear. That's how it is. We'll see if this is going to look alright, but you know. Since we want it to be removable, yeah, but at the moment we don't care. Yeah, at the moment we don't really care. There. Is it? It is. Okay. So that's how much the front bumper needs to be away from the wheel. Let's check it with the rear. I'm just interested. Okay, the rear is longer. Not a lot, but it is longer. I hope it's right. Something doesn't make 5 pixels from the center of the wheel. 200. It 200. I mean, it looks a lot more. It looks on the blueprints. It looks that the rear is a lot longer than the front, but it actually isn't. Yeah, because the bumper isn't so long, isn't that much longer, but the bodywork itself in front of the wheel stops sooner. I guess. Yeah. Jesus. Okay. So let's see. Okay. Okay. We can turn. So this part of the bumper is as it should be. So basically, it's aligned with the bodywork. Now, when we add the fender flare, it's gonna be the fender flare is gonna stand out one stud, and of course, you see these are perfect flat. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I guess we'll worry about this later. No. Okay. Where is the height? How is the height? 5. This. Okay. So the front bumper needs to come up to this. So this is the last stud where the front bumper is located. And it looks about right from the blueprints. Looks about right. So here we are basically on the very bottom. And here, this is the location of the front bumper. Okay. I'm just going to look at how it looks from the front. So we have like 2 studs. If the bumper is 6 studs tall. Oh wow, okay. Bumper 6 is, let's see. The rear bumper is not tall enough, I guess. Hey David. 6 studs tall. Okay, let's see. Front bumper 99 divided by 16.8 is 5.89 studs. Yeah, so 6 studs thereabout. That makes sense. That makes sense. Obviously, it's not gonna be a flat side because it has some detail. The bumper has some detail that we're gonna replicate or try to replicate with, well, I guess bricks. The bricks are gonna give it some nuance. I have an idea how we're gonna do this. So the front and the rear bumper need this the detail. The rear, we're coming to that, but the rear isn't that difficult or important. The front is the thing that gives the car a face, you know. And there are no rules on Discord yet. But if it's gonna be necessary, we're gonna put some in place. Okay. So first that I want to do now, here in the front we have a flat side of the bumper, and I would like to use this flat side to create bumper mounts first. So then we can go from here outwards. And my bumper mounts would be something that we can basically just clip on. Like in the Charger, for example, where we clip on the front clip. So it needs at least 4 studs in order for it not to be flappy. So 4 studs in 2 rows basically. Or or can we do something different? One option would be if we basically offer it on and then clip it here or here with pins, but we probably not gonna be able to reach it, you know. In the real car, I even don't know how it's attached, but I think with some screws from the front. So the best option would be basically, so we just slap it on, and you know, that would be okay. Yeah. And of course we need a number plate in the front. Very important. How this looks. So the number plate overlaps the upper row of the intake. Jesus. Okay. Okay. So there's gonna have to be some plates here in the front. And we have the... Wait, is that an intake? On the sides of the... blinker? No. Ah, it's lights, of course. The blueprints are lying to me. Okay. Damn you, blueprints. Aha, yeah, it's white lights. Okay. White lights, and then there's this detail. Okay. We're gonna cobble up a rough shape together, and then we're gonna worry about the details. So I would say the lights in the front take up 2 rows, so two studs, which looks about right. And so 3 studs here, 3 studs there. Yeah. I'm just looking at how we are gonna simplify it a little bit. Yeah. So we're gonna, where the lights are somewhere here on this part. Then there's headlights, and then there's the number plate. Okay. There. Okay, so we are going to use the edge of the light bay to engineer our brackets for attaching the bumper, because that's the area where we can get away with some extra detail, and here it's gonna be smooth except the number plate. How far is this? Okay, so it's gonna be a 13. A 13. The number plate's gonna be there. Okay. And on top of it, we can have like. Okay, we're gonna get some new ones here as well with plates. The way I see it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cheat. I wouldn't say cheat, but I feel like we can move this 1 stud further inwards, and then we are going to have, since this the top edge of the bumper is a little bit, it's a little bit thicker, and that thickness is gonna happen with plates that are gonna add some nuance to it. So we are gonna move this 1 step further in, so we don't have this much of the car bulging outwards, and it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. And I'm just looking at how we could do this as easy as possible. What if is this? No, that's gonna be a catastrophe, because we don't have a square car. It's gonna be like no, this is gonna be like angled, quite angled, yeah. And I'm probably gonna use for the front here as a stand-in before I come up with something better, we're gonna use these because they're simple, and then we're gonna engineer something better. So what part could we squeeze in here? If we attach it here, let me bring it a little bit closer. Ah, come on. So if we move this guy one step further in, we need to start making an attachment for the bumper on this, of course. And it has to be pins. We need to pin it into this. And I would like to have the pin connections to be in 2 rows separated by 1 row. So basically a 3-stud affair. The pins don't have to be exactly on the bumper. The connection can be somewhere between, but it has to be here. What we could do, actually is make this guy shorter. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but if we make this guy like this short, we can play with this here. Now that we know how long this has to be, we can omit this. Make it shorter. Now we have a lot more room for different kinds of approaches here in the front. And one of the approaches that I had in mind would be something like this. So the perfect 2-stud connection for our car, for our bumper, sorry. And same on the other side, and we can then clip the bumper directly onto this. This guy would be connected, of course, to this guy to make this, more rigid if needed. Yeah, probably needed. And here, yeah, like this. And this is quite enough. Now we need to make on the bumper side, we need to make some sort of contortion, if you will. Let me just flip this around so that we know where we are. So the bumper height would be this. This would be how high the bumper is going to be, and how far out it's going to be is this. So one step closer. One step closer. Yeah, I need to adjust this. There we go. Yeah, like this. Hey Marco. Like this. do we do that? So it's simple and strong at the same time. And you know that it doesn't bend a lot when we press it on, because that would be totally counterproductive. So one way would be to use, I don't know, something like this. So this would be the perfect length, and this guy would then be attached directly to the bumper, and we would be able to attach it and reattach it. That I could live with that, and this would be reasonably stable. I mean, by its nature, these are basically non-friction pins, and the bumper is never gonna be perfectly still. But you know, the bumper on the real car isn't either. You know, it's kind of a wonky affair, but we'll go with this for now, and we can always change it in a way that we basically use another connector here. So basically, to basically angle it this way and use friction pins here. But I think this is good. This is good. Let's change this on the other side as well, while we're at it. Oh, how I hate this. Come on. Okay, yeah. Nice. There. Two more of these. Two more of these. One more. Sorry. Okay. Oh, okay. 15 stud is too wide. Let's see how much room do we have between the lights. That would be 285 divided by 16.8 is 17 studs. Okay, 17 studs. This means that if we actually change the location of these, have this is 17 studs. This is pretty good. So this can be our top lifter in this area. But since we have a number plate below this, well, no, this one is gonna stay as this. This one's gonna stay, but the lower one can be bricks, basically. Okay, and we can. No, we shouldn't. I was thinking of angling those inwards to make it a little bit more stable, but we're gonna fix this some other way, I guess, because if we angle those to the inside, then we have nothing to attach the rest of the bumper to. Or do we? Or do we? I mean, we can use this guy here, so this part, and put some more parts here. The only problem is that the lights are gonna be here, just underneath this. So the light cluster is gonna be here. So the blinker and the fog light, or no, the fog light, the blinker and I don't know, some light. It's gonna be here, and okay, that's too long. That's too long. So we gotta have a 13 stud here, and this guy needs to be turned around anyway. Okay. So we make a flip again. This time we have to, well, this time we have to flip these as well. This. Okay. 13. But keep in mind, we need to keep the distance between the lights 17 studs. Okay, yeah, that's not right. That's right. So this would be the rough outline of our bumper. Height-wise, we're all right. Yeah, we're all right. Ish, of course. What does this side say? Yep. So if we look at this side here, see? No, we don't. Come on. See, this is exactly where we predicted that the wheel arch would end last time, and this is the bumper. So we are good. Or are we? No. Ah, crap. Misled me. The bumper height is this, not this. Okay. Okay. Maybe the bumper is gonna have to be one step lower. Let me check blueprints. Let me. Well, we're gonna work with what we have, because we're working on the shape, and we're gonna adjust the height as needed, I guess. So for now, we're not gonna stress about this, because the edge here can be tweaked, can be left as is, and we can just make an indentation in the bumper to fit this kind of ish, you know. My bigger concern is how to do this part here. Simply because ideally we would use an entirely different part for this, and I don't know if it exists for in if it exists in white. So let me see if I have any left at all. No, it's not the right box. Okay, I would use this part, because this part will allow us to make a very sturdy connection to all of the elements. If we don't use this, we're gonna have trouble. So we have to re-engineer this part here, this connection, but this guy here is gonna give us, you know, it overlaps enough so that we can have a sturdy connection with this and this. And this is really what I want. There is, okay, there is. Nice. So let's use it. Ah. Yeah, do it, please. So if there's no white versions, that we don't waste our time. I mean, I think these would be covered by brick plates anyway, but I cannot be sure. At this point, I cannot be sure, you know. course, classic mistake. Classic mistake. So, okay, so this guy is now rigid. Now we need to see how to attach it. So the obvious problem here is these are too far off. But we do need 17. So these here cannot be further away than 17. What if we use these? What if we use these instead? Would those be better? Let's see. Kinda, but not quite. Because if we use these as they are, this guy here comes directly where they are, and we're gonna have a hard time. Or wait, hard time. It's not gonna be easy. No, it's not gonna be easy. Yeah, but I'm thinking of rather using these here. Would make life easier, I guess. Easier, but not easy. But then we need to rethink the connection here, because we need to make something that fits on just one stud. And connects, of course, and connects on here. There are options, like for example, let's see. Let us see. Not here. Here. So one option, of course, would be to have something like this, and this connects, of course, into the rail. But what about this? It's one option, but we cannot control where exactly it turns, because it's not gonna sit flat, not in a million years. And when we do this, how do we then make sure that this guy doesn't wobble? Because when we offer everything up to this, then even if it's, for example, come on, if it's turned this way, no, if we come with the bumper, no, it's, see, negotiating this, it's not gonna be easy, because these are pretty stiff. So we need to find a way of how to attach the bumper again if we use this, but we have to use this anyway if we use this, because reasons. And and I really would like to use either this or that, because I can then join both elements on one lift arm, and they will not flap about. This is gonna give us, you know, a lot of stability. For which part? 3, 2, 1, 8, 4. Uh, 3, 2, 1, 8, 4. What the fuck? No, not really. Yeah, no, not really. But I do have an idea. I do have an idea what we're gonna do. So imagine that we use none of this and we change this completely to make it simpler. So what if we use either this or we use this. Come on. And we basically try to attach the bumper like that. Or we could have them like this. What? No, no, I have sent them. I asked if you received them because they are on the way. They are in transit. And for a while now. So I've asked if you got them. Should be in your hands by now. How much do we? Okay. Okay. Now let's offer this to this and see. Uh-huh. That would work. That would work actually. Okay, you haven't received them yet. Do let me know when you do. Okay, that's exactly how we are going to attach this. Exactly. Now let's just hope that the dimensions are playing nicely with us. So this guy is not gonna sit here. So we're gonna have this. side like that. Yeah, okay. Right. Where did I miscalculate? That's the $1 million question, because of course I did. I did not take something into account. Okay, that's how it's gonna be. That side. There. I guess. Now we have to create the opposite stuff, the opposite side, and see if this is 17 studs in between. So that escalated quickly. I'm gonna use black ones on this side because I think I don't have gray ones anymore. Okay. Now let's see. Where are we? That's actually not bad. You see this? That's not half bad. We basically have a rail here. So it looks like we're gonna make these longer again, because this time our rail slides in very nicely. ideas. We could make a bumper that actually bumps and make shock absorbers, and then, you know, when it slams in, it absorbs the shock. I guess could be done. But I'm worried here because this should be basically connecting into and in here. So this height, this height. Technically, but I think that we are going to go lower. Yeah, we're gonna do this. We are going to totally do this because I like it. And it's gonna be awesome. And it's gonna make the bumper installation easy. And who knows how often we are going to have to take the bumper on and off. I would say often. There we go. Okay. Nice. Okay. Where do we have to be? Here. Yeah. Okay. So this is where we have to be. Now we have to find a way to, well, we have to create a mounting opportunity for these. So these, the red axles have to attach here to something. So this is going to give our bumper nice stability, and it's going to be super easy to remove and super easy to attach because there's no pins to negotiate. The axles slide in much easier, and we're gonna make something here that you can grab onto so you don't pull the bumper out. So we need axle holes here, basically. We need axle holes. Can make these 3 studs long as well, no problem. And when we push it in, we don't want them to push whatever they're pushing into away. That's another requirement. Then again, now that we have this information, maybe we can rethink this. So obviously we want the channel here. We want the channel that's gonna guide this up, but we can maybe play with the attachment of this. Which part is this? 6-1. That's a long part name. 6, 1, 2, 3, 8, 1, 5. Yeah, of course, but that's exactly what I want to avoid. I don't want this. But but there's another part that's gonna be handy. So uh, we would use basically not the part that you suggested, but its close relative, because we don't want the part to twist. This would make it hard to negotiate. Uh, we would use this guy. This guy. Go on. Okay. So and here on the bottom, we need to find a slightly different solution for it. I guess there's not many options except this, of course. But I don't like this. I don't like this. I mean, it sits nice and all, but hey JSP, but sliding it in is the problem, because we want to slide it in blindly, you know. So we need something here, something more sturdier. Mhm. What if we use this guy here? Would this work? In the middle? No, this wouldn't work. Okay. You know, I thought we could use this guy here, but the problem is that the holes on the frame don't align in a way that would allow us to do this. Yeah. Yeah, if I do this stance, then when I pull it out, shit. basically this would be fine. We just have to prevent it from bending inwards. I guess we can do this. We can do this. I think. There's two options available to us. Hey 2 Liter, wie geht's? Wie geht's? Okay. So we would use this guy instead of this. Come on. Oh, really? Sometimes these stick in too much. Okay. We would use this guy here. Oh, the other way. Like this. We would use it like this. But then we have this problem again. But we can solve it by I can solve it by doing this. Okay. And now we would have some attachment here. There. So this would prevent it from somewhat there. And we remove it. Yeah. There. Ah, I knew there was a problem. Okay. Yeah, this should be fine. No, I'm not happy with this. The top one is fine. The bottom one moves. Damn it. Well, JSP, the thing is that I would like the bumper to be removable, obviously. So that you just pull it off and put it back on, and you don't have to negotiate too much with pins. That's why axles are better in this case. But this guy here doesn't have enough support, and it's getting pulled back. Basically, this is happening. This guy here is perfectly supported. This one isn't. Hmm. I'm thinking. Yeah, obviously we need both. Otherwise, the bumper is gonna be too wobbly. If we make this one like okay, let's see what did you post. Yeah, no. You know what happens when you have a connection like this? When you have a connection like this, what always happens, first this happens, then this happens, and then you cannot get it back on. That's the problem. I do absolutely do not want this connection to be like that. It needs to be axle hole, or axle hole pinhole. Okay, enlighten me. I I obviously didn't get it. Ah, okay. Yeah, now I get it. Okay, let's try this. Let's try this. Yeah, I couldn't quite figure out what you meant. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Let's see. Mm, obviously, this is gonna be a black one. There is a potential problem with this. Today we are building a bumper. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's exactly what I was afraid of would happen. And if I use this guy and a pin connection here, guess what's gonna happen? It's gonna be it's gonna be pulled out. Damn it. Hmm. Such a simple thing as a bumper, but I know exactly that this bumper is gonna be pulled off and put back on multiple times because it's in the front. Uh, it's gonna be the car is gonna be, I don't know, crashed or whatever. It's gonna need repairs, change of engine, I don't know, something. No, I have not built an engine with more than 8 cylinders yet. I think you asked this the last time as well. Yeah, it's being pushed back. It's so hard. I don't know. What do you mean if I put a beam behind? Where? There's no room. I mean, there's nothing to attach to. Ideally, I would solve it the same as I did on the top, but I cannot because here we have a lift arm to which this top arm attaches directly, so it cannot be pushed back. On the bottom, we don't. And that's the problem. Or someone asked. I don't know if it was you, but someone asked the same question. Um, hmm. Ideally, there would be a lift arm here continuing. So it cannot be because we have an L lift arm here. Yeah, I guess. Um, this is not appropriate for this here because then we cannot attach this guy, but we have to attach this guy, at least at this moment. Mm. I don't know. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna replicate this on the other side, and we are going to forget about this for the moment so that we can continue with the bumper. Yes, custom rims are gonna happen for the Bugatti. The Bugatti is gonna get custom rims. Hey Piotr, because well, reasons. You're gonna see them. Mm. There we go. I mean, it's reasonably stable. Maybe we can do something on the bottom. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we're gonna do. Um, yeah. So lights. In here we're gonna have a light cluster. So here, and it's gonna be 2 studs high. Here is gonna be the number plate. I guess it's gonna be this part is gonna be studded. I know. I have it. It doesn't. Uh, if you have a model that's reasonably heavy, like let's say 2 or 3 kilograms, and you don't have a one-way clutch, the moment you, when the model is moving at a, I don't know, reasonable speed, the moment you take away the power to the engine, whether this is an electric motor or a pneumatic engine, the whole weight of the car is gonna push on your gears. And if you have a one-way clutch before the engine, there's not gonna be a problem because the gears are gonna be able to spin freely. If you don't have a one-wheel clutch, axles are gonna snap, gears are gonna snap. I mean, you're asking for trouble, basically. The one-way clutch is there to ensure that your Lego pieces survive. As simple as that. Well, it depends on where you position the one-way clutch. You can position the one-way clutch at the end of the drivetrain. Or wait, what I mean? No, yeah, okay. Uh, no, you position the one-way clutch basically uh, behind the engine, and the engine spins in the same direction at all times. So when you have a gearbox that puts the drive into reverse, you can go drive in reverse with a one-way clutch without a problem. There's nothing limiting you from doing that. $17. How do we divide that? I wonder. We don't, right? We don't. 665. That would be the solution, right? Mm. Okay. Ah. Okay. So 665.
6. And
there, I guess. So in here we have light clusters. And then let me check on the pictures. So it's 5, 5. So we're gonna end up here with a weird bumper. That's how it should be. So now we have to find a way to attach this here. I mean, not that it's terribly difficult. Here we're gonna have the solution with 2 pins and a bar. There we go. Like this. And here. There. So there we go. We have cutouts for the lights. So there. Now I'm thinking, when looking at those pictures, if those cutouts could be maybe one stud instead of two studs. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe they could. And here on the bottom, we need to find a way to have two slots for the air, not one, two slots. The problem is with if we want this this here to be like that, but this being one pin, we're gonna have problems with this. So we're gonna probably have to re-engineer this bit a little bit. Can be done, of course. Can be done. Let me just check on the pictures, because pictures are always nicer. If it would be one stud, it's could be, but I would leave them two studs. Yeah, I would definitely leave them two studs. Yeah, and the bumper, so this part here, we could basically, if the bumper sits where it sits now, it's one stud lower actually than it should be, then we can use this part here to be the opening to the first compartment that needs to be opened. Then here is going to be the divider, and then here underneath is going to be another one. Yeah, that's how we're going to do this. So we can omit this. Come on. They are narrower, of course. By how much? Narrower. Not much. We are gonna use the 15 stud. 3. Yeah. And I see that the stream is actually cutting out. I don't know why. Oh. Okay. First divider. Now there's gonna be another gap, and then we're gonna have another. Imagine this in white, of course. It's gonna look much better. And we said, well, 6 studs for the height of this, but I don't know. It's gonna be like 5 studs with a layer of something here on the top, maybe. And we're gonna have like 1 stud more of the bumper, And then the splitter, the black splitter, is gonna form. Well, it's gonna be white. It's gonna be black as the bumper, but the bumper is gonna be white and the splitter black. But it's not gonna be seen here. Uh, so we need another row of parts here, and then it's the splitter. But we have some more detail to add because there's like stuff here. Lego would do it with stickers, but we're not Lego. So the easy way would be to just put another lift arm here, then add a sticker for the hole here. That's what Lego would do. But we're not Lego. So we are probably gonna use connectors here, I guess. So 45, 45, and then we can have, what is the blinker? Yeah, the inlet hole for the brake cooling is, well, right here. It's right here where the connector is gonna be. So let's not put the connector there. Let's use something like this. And then we can use this, and we have a hole. We have a hole, I guess. Yeah. That's how we are probably gonna do it. Which picture? Dude, under every video, there's a link to a Dropbox. Pictures that I use as a reference for this model. Go to one of them, click it, and you are going to be presented with all of the pictures that I'm looking at. No problem, no problem. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm putting those links under every video, just exactly so that the people can look at them and follow everything, so that you have all the information that I have. Use it. I mean, it's there for a reason. Okay. Obviously, we have. I have basically left this part here to aid me with the lights here, with the light cluster. We probably will use something else here. Maybe, maybe this guy here. So that it's gonna basically hold the lights there. I don't know yet. So it's time to attach the splitter. So the splitter is the final edge here under the bumper, and I don't know how to do it because it's slightly more complex. Probably, I don't know, probably should be with this, since it needs to, I don't know, come back out. It's obviously gonna look much better when it's all in proper color. So this white, this black, then it's gonna make sense. But right now, you know, it's making less sense than it should. And then another 15, no, 13, another 13 here. Problem is only how to attach it. How to attach either of them. Because, you know, the bumper on the Sierra is not just a wall. It's slightly more nuanced. But I guess we're gonna have to, yeah, we're gonna, basically what we're gonna do, we are going to throw this nuance away. Not entirely, of course. The nuance will be brought out by the studded part here. The studded part here is gonna make the bumper slightly longer, and you know the studded part is gonna protrude a little bit more out of this than the rest of the bumper, making it less of a wall. So we're gonna change this again here. Let's gonna change this again. And this part here is not gonna be set behind, it's gonna be in line with this. So this connection here is gonna be here. Have you found it, Marco? Okay. Here. It doesn't even need to be here, but we're gonna put it here anyway. Yeah. 13. No, wait. What am I doing wrong? There's always something that I'm doing wrong, obviously. Okay. Okay. did I? Why did I do that? This guy needs to be here. And we need. Okay. This and this. This and this. So these go in here. Okay. I guess, yeah. Now I can put this just like this. And here we now just stack them. Three. But we're not done here yet. Of course you would. Come on. There. There. Here we need this. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, of course, that's correct. Because we need the channel for the brake cooling. Okay. Yeah. I completely fucked up here. So, yeah. We need this guy. And we need this guy here. There. And then, I don't know. Just eyeballing it because it's late. Now we have again this guy here, this guy here, and this guy here. Okay. Holy crap. Imagine now, here are the lights, here are the brake ducts. Everything is white except of the last row of studs, last row of lift arms. The number plate is here, and before the number plate comes on, we have a layer of bricks here somehow, you know, in the height of the lights, because the lights are gonna be translucent plates, just as we have in the rear lights. So, you know, something. It's a train. No, it's a Sierra. Let's attach the bumper. The bumper, the wing, the dummy wing on this side. I hate falling off constantly. Okay, there we go. Good lord. I mean, in the end, it doesn't even look bad. Yeah, obviously headlights are going above that. That's just the bumper. We'll see. A lot of work is still ahead of us. The wheels do clear everything. That's good. And even when the suspension is fully compressed, there's still some clearance between the splitter and the bumper. Obviously the car looks better from the other side, but it's difficult to show. Needs work. Anyway, that's all for today. Next stream on Wednesday. We're going to continue with the bumper. Obviously, we're gonna. I don't have translucent bricks, so I'm going to just use white and yellow. Or yeah, yellow. I don't have any orange ones. You know, they'll be fine for stand-ins. What are you doing, LED? What the fuck? Okay. Right. And of course, then we're gonna design the grill, as we said, the grill and the hood. And after we have the grill and the hood, then we're gonna start making fine adjustments to the fenders and the fender flares. Yeah. That's gonna happen. So tomorrow we're probably gonna modify this part here and this part because it's too high, or those pins are gonna be in the way. You know, something either or. One of those is gonna be a problem, or both. Either this is too high, or the pins are a problem, or it's both. So and here in the front we're gonna have a grill, and the hood is gonna come down nicely. And that's it for as a plan, you know. So I see you on Wednesday, and on Discord. So thanks for watching, and till next time.